Bob Vieira here from Universal Short Sales. I shot a video with Justin a while back. It was actually in a presentation format talking about exit strategies that you guys could use as investors once you have a pre-foreclosure lead or anyone that's behind on their mortgage payments. Now, I guess I said some things that got pulled down, some things YouTube didn't like. So I'm going to run through it really quick here again for you guys. Hopefully it doesn't get pulled again, so we'll see. All right, it's going to be very quick. I'm going to go over again five exit strategies you guys could use. These strategies are very, very basic. Okay, they're very basic, but it's just good to keep them on the top of your head. And as Justin would say, I'm going to steal his line here. You want as many tools in your tool belt as possible. Okay, so again, you're on the phone, you're working your ass off to market and you're pounding away at lead generation. And then boom, you get a motivated seller. They're behind on their mortgage payments and they need your help. They need you to help them as the investor. You need multiple exit strategies to make sure you could help them. Okay. These are very basic. Exit strategy number one is a high equity wholesale deal. This is something we're all familiar with. It's everywhere around us. Everybody talks about it. High equity wholesale deal. This is very simple when you're on the phone with somebody, maybe they're in pre-foreclosure, maybe they're just a month or two behind and they're not in pre-foreclosure yet and they're panicking. Their bank is sending them threatening letters and they just want out. They need you to purchase their property. So these are great deals for wholesale opportunities. Okay, whether you assign the contract, double close, whatever your typical wholesale exit strategy is, all right, a high equity pre-foreclosure lead is an excellent source to wholesale the property. Again, you have the motivation baked in, baked in because the bank is coming after them. And, you could typically lock the deal up at a discount and get them out quick. Okay, so again, these are very basic, but you have to keep them top of mind and you have to know your exit strategy when you get these deals. Exit strategy number two, when you're dealing with a mortgage delinquent seller, is to actually close on the deal and take title. This is going to work awesome if you're a rental property investor, if you're going to raise hard money and actually do the work to the property, add value and flip it or wholesale it. This is an excellent lead source and you're going to want to keep it in mind because guys, a lot of times when you're dealing with someone who's behind on their mortgage payment, which we're going to see a lot more of now, by the way. Okay, I just wrote an ebook about that. You have to start preparing for these now. You're going to see more and more. As you're marketing, you talk to these people, there's an extreme level of motivation baked into the deal on top of whatever else they have going on in their life. So maybe you're a wholesaler, maybe your primary exit strategy is to wholesale, but then you come across a deal where you're like, oh my God, I can get this at such a good deal. It's a home run. It's a grand slam. I want to partner with somebody and fix and flip the property or keep it as a rental. That should always be an exit strategy for you, even if your primary typical strategy is just wholesaling. Because I'm telling you, you do enough of these deals, you get enough of these mortgage delinquent leads, you could get really good discounts. All right. Exit strategy number three. And again, I'm just running through this. It's very, very basic stuff. Exit strategy number three is a sub two. All right. Purchasing the property subject to the mortgage. All right. So somebody owns a property, they're holding a mortgage note and they're defaulting. You as the investor have the option to come in. You can pay off whatever the back payments are, right? And make them whole on the mortgage. So if they owe 15 grand in back payments, let's say, you as the investor could come in, cover that 15 grand and you could assume their mortgage payments. So the deed of the property is going to transfer into your name as the investor, and then you're going to take over their mortgage payments and then hopefully cash flow really well. Sub two deals, I'm not an expert in them, but they're a great way to get really good cash flowing deals. And you're essentially getting a mortgage, you're taking over someone's mortgage, and you don't have to deal with the bank. You're getting a rental property or a good flip down the line, and you're not dealing with the bank. So those are beautiful. And there's a lot of people, as long as you could pay whatever their back payments are, you could get a really good opportunity to get a sub 2 deal. All right, boom. Next one. Very common exit strategy number 4, which I'm super biased, short sale. This is when you come across somebody and look, especially as this market starts to shift. I'm not one of these people who are doom and gloom. Oh my God, sky is falling. Short sales are everywhere. I'm not one of those people, even though I probably should be, but I'm not. A lot of people still have equity, but look, as time goes on, as the market shifts, as the market starts to correct itself, especially in these crazy overvalued markets that are just completely insane, here's the bottom line. A lot of people got excited and they overpaid for their homes when there was like free money, when the government was giving free money away. This year, the next year, and the year after that, you're going to start to see, unfortunately, a lot of these people, the market's going to correct, and it's going to be very evident that they way overpaid for their house and they are in a negative equity situation. Now, these people, you partner that with the recession coming, there's going to be some job loss. Businesses may cut their employees' hours, whatever the case is, but it's going to be a perfect storm for more short sale opportunities. So you as the investor, as you're marketing to these pre-foreclosure lists, you're hitting your NOD list, whatever you're doing in market, if you're specifically marketing to mortgage delinquent seller opportunities, you're going to see more and more short sales trickle in. This is when somebody is, again, behind on their payments and they're underwater. They have no equity. Most investors, most real estate agents, most people in the business, guys, they're going to walk away from these deals. They don't know what to do, or they just don't want to be bothered by it. You as the investor can take full advantage, and you can either partner up with a company like mine, or you could take the short sale on yourself, whatever you want to do. But I would stop throwing these leads away because you're throwing money away. Okay. Just because there's no equity doesn't mean you can't still help the homeowner and profit in your business. Okay. So boom, we're rolling through these. Number 4 is a short sale. And then the 5th and final exit strategy. By the way, guys, there's a hell of a lot more than 5 exit strategies. These are just basic ones that as you're marketing to pre-foreclosures, you should always have these in the top of your mind, because these are the most common ones that are going to make the most sense. All right. So the 5th and final is kind of a no-brainer, but a lot of people don't do this. It's a realtor referral. Whatever market you guys are in, and I know there's a lot of people that operate virtually like myself. You should always, always, always have, whatever market you're in, a go-to real estate agent. First off, it's just good to be able to, have them run comps, lean on them for their opinions, whatever. But most importantly, whenever you're marketing to, any kind of lead generation source, and these leads are coming in, a lot of them are going to be a seller that's motivated, but they're not desperate, right? The seller's motivated. They want to sell, right? But they want to get market value. Maybe they're not in a detrimental situation where they have to sell right now for cash and they want to be gone. A lot of sellers, that's not the solution for them. The solution is to list their property for full market value, especially in this market. So you should never, ever be throwing those full market value leads away. Okay. Have a realtor either on your staff or just someone that you have a good relationship with, you trust them, and you could refer these deals. I personally do a lot of this in my business, and I was able to create a little income stream. It's not a ton of money because you're just getting, a small referral fee from the agents, but listen, it's a secondary source of very, very passive income, right? The only thing you're doing is on the sales end. You're making that introduction between the seller and your real estate agent that you're preferred to. And then really you're just sitting back and, you're going to collect the check. It's the definition of mailbox money, to be honest. So 5th and final, always have an agent. If you don't already, I highly suggest whatever market or markets you're operating in and investing in, start to make connections with really good, reliable real estate agents and start kicking them the deals that are dead leads for you, that you just, again, high equity, the seller wants to sell, but they're not willing to come down to your price. Kick those deals to an agent and start to create a passive secondary income source for your business. All right. So I hope that was short, sweet, and to the point. I tried to keep it around 10 minutes. Looks like I'm around 10, so I'm going to hop off. Hope that helps. A lot of you guys are in a lot of you guys are in Justin's channel group. Feel free to reach out to me on Facebook anytime, and then follow my YouTube channel. I'm always posting relevant pre-foreclosure content, short sale content, and it's going to be very, very important to have an understanding of how to market to and how to speak with mortgage delinquent sellers, especially now. We're seeing the market shift in front of our eyes. So go to my YouTube channel, subscribe to Universal Short Sales. It's the name of my channel and excuse me, and the name of my business. And yeah, I'm always posting relevant content on there for you guys. And like I said, reach out anytime to me, DM me on Facebook. I'm in all Justin's groups, and we'll talk to you guys soon.